What if I told you that in just 1 week, you could become a completely different person, so unrecognizable that even your past self wouldn't know you? Think about it. What if everything holding you back, your fears, self-doubt, and bad habits, vanished in just 7 days? What if you could rebuild yourself into someone unstoppable, someone who commands respect, moves with absolute confidence, and controls their destiny? This isn't fantasy. It's a strategy, a method used by the strongest minds in history, rooted in Stoicism and dark psychology. Today, I'll show you exactly how to do it. But before we start, welcome to Stoic Techniques, the place where we unlock the power of ancient wisdom and modern psychology to help you dominate life. If you're ready to become your most powerful self, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a "I am unstoppable" in the comments. Now let's get into it. What if I told you that in just 1 week, you could become a completely different person, so unrecognizable that even your past self wouldn't know you? Think about it. What if everything holding you back, your fears, self-doubt, and bad habits, vanished in just 7 days? What if you could rebuild yourself into someone unstoppable, someone who commands respect, moves with absolute confidence, and controls their destiny? This isn't fantasy. It's a strategy, a method used by the strongest minds in history, rooted in Stoicism and dark psychology. Today, I'll show you exactly how to do it. But before we start, welcome to Stoic Techniques, the place where we unlock the power of ancient wisdom and modern psychology to help you dominate life. If you're ready to become your most powerful self, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a "I am unstoppable" in the comments. Now let's get into it. Number 2, the power of identity shifting. Reprogram your mind. Who are you? No, really, who are you? Most people answer this question with their name, their job, or their past experiences. But let me tell you something that will change everything. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not even the person you were yesterday. If you want to become unrecognizable in 1 week, you must understand this. Your identity is a story you tell yourself. And starting today, we are rewriting that story. Why most people stay trapped in the same life. Most people stay stuck because they believe they are stuck. They carry old labels given to them by society, family, and even themselves. I'm just not confident. I've always been bad at socializing. I don't have the discipline to change. These statements are lies. You were not born with these limitations. You were conditioned to believe them. And if your mind has been programmed with weakness, it can be reprogrammed with strength. The Stoic mindset shift. You are who you decide to be. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." In other words, decide who you want to be and start acting like that person right now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, dark psychology, the power of self-brainwashing. Here's where dark psychology gives you an edge. You can brainwash yourself into becoming your ideal self. How? Through repetition and identity reinforcement. If you repeatedly tell yourself, "I am confident, disciplined, and unstoppable," your mind will start believing it. If you act like a winner even before you feel like one, your brain will adapt and make it real. If you move, speak, and think like the person you want to be, the world will start treating you like that person. This isn't fake it till you make it. This is act as if until it becomes reality. The 7-day identity shift challenge. For the next 7 days, you will become the person you want to be. Not try, become. Choose your new identity. Who do you want to be? A confident leader, a disciplined warrior, a fearless risk-taker. Write it down. Change your body language immediately. Stand taller. Slow down your movements. Maintain eye contact. Confidence is in your posture before it's in your mind. Speak with authority. No more filler words like or I think. Speak clearly and with purpose. Dress like your future self. Your appearance affects your mindset. Wear clothes that make you feel powerful. Rewire your self-talk. Every morning and night, repeat, I am confident. I am disciplined. I control my life. By the end of the week, something will shift. People will see you differently. More importantly, you will see yourself differently. The old version of you, gone. The new you, in control. Comment, I recreate myself daily, if you're ready to shift your identity. Now, let's move to the next level. The psychological tactics to make people respect and admire you instantly. Stay with me. Number 3, command respect instantly. Psychological tactics of high-status individuals. Have you ever noticed that some people walk into a room and without saying a single word, everyone pays attention? They exude power, confidence, and authority. People respect them, admire them, and even fear them a little. That's not luck, that's psychology. If you want to become unrecognizable in 1 week, you must master the tactics of high-status individuals. These are the silent signals that separate the powerful from the weak. Let's break them down. Why most people get ignored and disrespected. Most people unknowingly make themselves invisible. They speak too softly, they slouch, they fidget, they project weakness, and the world responds accordingly. Here's a harsh truth. People will only respect you as much as you respect yourself. If you present yourself as someone who is easily overlooked, they will overlook you. But if you carry yourself like someone important, with control, presence, and certainty, the world will take you seriously. Stoic power. Speak less, observe more. Marcus Aurelius once said, the more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. This applies directly to how you carry yourself in social situations. Desperate people try too hard to impress. They seek approval. They talk too much, hoping to be liked. High-status individuals do the opposite. They stay calm. They listen more than they speak. They don't try to prove themselves. Their presence alone does that. Action step. For the next 7 days, speak 30% less than usual. Observe people. Listen more. When you do speak, be deliberate and precise. Every word should carry weight. Dark psychology. The power of controlled presence. There's a psychological phenomenon called the law of social proof. It states that people take cues from those who act like they belong at the top. In other words, if you act like an authority, people will subconsciously believe you are one. Here's how to instantly command respect. Pause before speaking. When someone asks you a question, wait 1 or 2 seconds before responding. It shows you are deliberate, not rushed. Hold eye contact longer than expected, not aggressively, but just enough to make the other person feel your presence. Weak people break eye contact first. Slow down your movements. The most powerful people move with certainty. No nervous fidgeting, no rushed gestures. Speak in a lower, calmer voice. Research shows that deeper, controlled voices are perceived as more authoritative. By applying these, you will immediately notice people treating you with more respect. The 7-day high-status challenge. For the next 7 days, practice these behaviors everywhere you go. Walk into every room as if you own it. Shoulders back, chin slightly up, movements controlled. Speak with precision. Cut out filler words like and you know. Hold eye contact until the other person looks away first. Respond slower than usual. It makes you seem more in control. Never explain yourself unnecessarily. Powerful people don't seek validation. By the end of the week, people will sense something different about you. They may not know what changed, but they will feel it, and they will respect you more. Comment, I command respect if you're ready to apply these tactics. Next, we take it even further. How to make people crave your presence and attention. Stay with me. Number 4, the art of magnetic presence. Make people crave your attention. Have you ever met someone who just had something about them? The kind of person people naturally gravitate toward? They don't chase attention, it comes to them. This is the difference between those who are ignored and those who are unforgettable. And if you want to become unrecognizable in 1 week, you must learn the psychological tricks that make people crave your presence. Why some people are magnetic, while others are forgettable. Most people make one crucial mistake in social situations. They try too hard. They overshare to get people to like them. They force jokes, hoping to be seen as funny. They seek validation, hoping for approval. What's the result? They become forgettable. Because nothing about them feels rare. But magnetic people? They do the opposite. They create an aura of mystery, control, and scarcity. They don't give away their presence too easily. And that's what makes people want more of them. Stoic principle: silence is power. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoics, once said, "Silence is a lesson learned from the many sufferings of life." What does this mean? It means that talking too much weakens your presence. The more you reveal, the more predictable you become, and predictability kills attraction. Magnetic individuals know how to use silence. They speak only when necessary, and when they do, people listen. Dark psychology, the law of scarcity. Here's something powerful. People don't value what's easy to get. This is why the law of scarcity is one of the most powerful principles in dark psychology. It states that the less available something is, the more valuable it becomes. Magnetic people apply this by being slightly hard to reach. They don't respond instantly to messages. They make people wait just a little, not always being available. They don't say yes to every invitation. Their time feels exclusive, speaking less but saying more. When they talk, they say things that make people think. The result? People start craving their presence, because when something is rare, people desire it more. The 7-Day Magnetic Presence Challenge. For the next 7 days, you will stop chasing attention. Instead, you will make people chase yours. Limit your availability. Don't always respond instantly. Let people wait. Master the power of silence. In conversations, let others talk more. Observe, then respond with intention. Be unpredictable. Don't always share what you're thinking. Keep an air of mystery. Control your energy. Instead of being overly excited, stay composed. People are drawn to those who seem in control. Leave conversations at a high point. Always end an interaction before it dies out. This makes people want more of your presence. By the end of this week, you'll notice something strange. People will start paying more attention to you. They'll respect your time. They'll even miss you when you're not around. Because suddenly, you're not just another person in the crowd. You're someone they can't quite figure out. Comment, my presence is powerful, if you're ready to become magnetic. Next, we take it to the highest level. How to develop an unstoppable mind that makes you fearless and unshakable. Stay with me. Number 5, the unbreakable mind. Becoming fearless and unshakable. What if I told you that the only thing stopping you from becoming unstoppable is your own mind? Most people are controlled by their emotions. They get offended easily. They let fear dictate their actions. They crumble under pressure. But not you. Not anymore. If you want to become unrecognizable in 1 week, you must develop an unshakable mind. One that is immune to fear, criticism, and self-doubt. This is the foundation of true power. And today, you're going to learn how to build it. Why most people are weak and emotionally fragile. Let's be honest, most people break too easily. Someone insults them. They get defensive. They fail at something. They give up. They feel afraid. They avoid the challenge. Why? Because they've never trained their mind to be strong. The truth is, your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest weakness. The difference comes down to one thing: how much control you have over your thoughts and emotions. Stoic principle. Control what you can, ignore the rest. One of the most powerful lessons from Stoicism is this: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. What does this mean? It means that most things in life are out of your control. You can't control what people say about you. You can't control what happens to you. But you can control how you respond. And that's where your power is. The moment you stop reacting emotionally to things you can't control, you become untouchable. Example: someone insults you, you don't react. Instead, you stay calm and stare at them. This unsettles them because they expected you to get emotional. You fail at something. You don't complain. Instead, you see it as a lesson and try again. Your emotions no longer control you. You control them. Dark psychology, the power of emotional detachment. One of the most powerful tactics in dark psychology is emotional detachment. Most people act on emotions. They get angry, they get scared, they get insecure, and because of this, they make bad decisions. But if you train yourself to detach emotionally, you gain a huge advantage. You become the person who stays calm while everyone else loses control. Here's how to develop emotional detachment. Pause before reacting. When something triggers you, take a deep breath and count to 3 before responding. Observe your emotions like an outsider. When you feel anger, fear, or insecurity, don't act on it. Just observe it. This weakens its power over you. Adopt a "nothing can touch me" mindset. Every time you face adversity, remind yourself, I control my reactions. Nothing can break me. I am untouchable. Once you master this, you will become truly unstoppable. The 7-day mental strength challenge. For the next 7 days, you will train your mind to become unbreakable. Day 1-2. Practice emotional detachment. Pause before reacting. Day 3-4. When someone criticizes you, don't explain yourself. Stay silent and hold eye contact. Day 5-6. Do something that scares you. Take action despite fear. Day 7. Spend an entire day in complete control. No complaining, no emotional reactions, only decisive action. By the end of the week, you'll notice a shift. People will respect you more. Fear will no longer control you. Your mind will be stronger than ever, because now you are no longer the same person. You are unbreakable. Comment, I am unstoppable, if you're ready to develop an unshakable mind. Next, we go even deeper. How to dominate your environment and make the world adapt to you. Stay with me. Number 6, dominate your environment. Make the world adapt to you. What if, instead of adapting to the world adapted to you? Most people let their environment dictate their actions. They absorb the energy around them. If the room is filled with negativity, they become negative. If they're surrounded by weak-minded people, they adopt the same weak mindset. But powerful individuals, they control their environment. They shape the energy of any space they enter. And because of that, people follow them. If you want to become unrecognizable in 1 week, you must stop being influenced and start being the influencer. Here's how. Why most people are followers without realizing it. Look at the people around you. How many of them follow the crowd instead of thinking for themselves? Let their emotions get hijacked by the opinions of others. Live reactively instead of proactively. The majority of people are being controlled, not by force, but by influence. They are shaped by their environment instead of shaping it. If you don't actively take control of your surroundings, someone else will do it for you. Stoic principle. Be the calm in the storm. Epictetus once said, Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. This means that if your environment can control your emotions, you are not truly free. Powerful people never allow their surroundings to dictate their mindset. Instead, they become the anchor of stability. Imagine walking into a room full of anxious, nervous people. Most people would absorb that energy, but not you. Instead, you remain calm. And because of that, people will naturally look to you for guidance. This is how true leaders are made. Dark psychology, the law of dominance. There's a concept in dark psychology known as the law of dominance. It states that the person who has the strongest frame of reality will always control the room. What does this mean? It means that whoever has the most certainty and confidence in their beliefs will naturally influence others. Example, if you believe in yourself 100%, while others are uncertain, they will unconsciously follow your lead. If you walk into a room with the mindset, "This is my space, I own this energy," people will adjust to you, not the other way around. Confidence is contagious. And once you master this, you become the one who sets the tone wherever you go. The 7-Day Environment Domination Challenge. For the next 7 days, you will train yourself to control any space you enter. Day 1 to 2. Practice maintaining complete emotional control. No reactions, no nervous energy. Day 3 to 4. When in a group, speak deliberately and control the pace of the conversation. Day 5 to 6. If someone tries to challenge you, stay calm and unshaken. Let them feel your presence. Day 7. Enter a new space with the mindset, "I own this room." Observe how people respond differently. By the end of the week, you'll notice people naturally looking to you for guidance. A shift in respect. People won't test you as much. A new level of confidence that radiates from you. Because now, you are no longer adapting to the world. The world is adapting to you. Comment, "I control my reality," if you're ready to dominate your environment. Next, we move to the final transformation, how to create a legendary presence that lasts forever. Stay with me. Number 7, the legendary presence. Become someone they never forget. What if, instead of being just another person in the crowd, you became someone people talk about long after you're gone? Most people live and die unnoticed. They exist, but they leave no real impact. Their words are forgotten. Their presence fades. They are replaceable. But legends command respect without asking for it. They leave a lasting impression on everyone they meet. They become unforgettable. If you want to become unrecognizable in 1 week, you must stop being ordinary and start crafting a legendary presence. Why most people are forgettable. Think about the last 5 people you had a random conversation with. Now ask yourself, do you even remember their names? Probably not. Why? Because they didn't make an impact. They were just like everyone else, blending in, afraid to stand out, saying what's expected. Nothing about them sparked intrigue. Forgettable people. Speak without conviction. They talk, but nothing they say has weight. Have no unique presence. They move through life without leaving an imprint. Follow trends instead of creating them. They don't stand for anything real. But if you want to become legendary, you must do the opposite. Stoic principle. Speak less, say more. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic emperors, once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." This means that real impact doesn't come from talking, it comes from action. Powerful individuals don't just say impressive things. They live in a way that commands respect. When they speak, every word carries weight. Why? Because they don't waste energy on empty talk. Dark psychology, the power of perception control. If you want to be unforgettable, you must learn to control how people perceive you. This doesn't mean being fake. It means intentionally crafting the way you present yourself. Legends master three things: the way they speak. Their words are deliberate. No filler, no insecurity, just power. The way they move. Every movement is controlled. They never appear restless or weak. The way they make people feel. They leave an emotional imprint. People feel something when they are around them. Example: if you slow down your speech and lower your voice, people will listen more intently. If you hold eye contact longer than expected, people will feel your presence. If you enter a room like you belong there, people will believe it. This is how you engineer an unforgettable presence. The 7-Day Legendary Presence Challenge. For the next 7 days, you will train yourself to be someone who leaves an impact wherever you go. Day 1-2. Speak 30% less than usual, but when you do speak, make every word count. Day 3-4. Walk and move deliberately. No rushed movements, no nervous fidgeting. Day 5-6. When talking to someone, hold eye contact longer than usual. Watch how it changes the dynamic. Day 7. Walk into a new space with the mindset: I am someone they will remember. Observe the difference. By the end of the week, you'll notice people paying more attention when you speak. A new level of respect, because now you move with purpose. A shift in how you see yourself, because legends aren't born, they are built. And now you have built yourself into someone they will never forget. Comment: I am unforgettable, if you're ready to craft a legendary presence. Next, we reach the final stage: how to ensure this transformation lasts forever. Stay with me. Number 8. Lock in the transformation. Make it last forever. You've made it this far, but here's the real question. Will this be just another short-lived attempt at self-improvement? Or will you make this transformation permanent? Most people get fired up for a few days, maybe a week. Then they go back to their old selves. They let comfort drag them back into mediocrity. They break their own momentum. But you're different. Because the final step of becoming unrecognizable isn't just changing, it's making sure you never go back. Most people fail to evolve permanently because they rely on motivation. Motivation is weak. It's like a fire that burns bright but fades quickly. The secret to real transformation isn't motivation, it's identity. Why most transformations fail. The biggest mistake people make: they think motivation is enough. Motivation is a spark. It's temporary. It feels good, but it fades. The real key to locking in your transformation is something far more powerful than motivation. It's identity. Your brain is designed to stay consistent with the identity you hold for yourself. If you believe you are weak, lazy, or undisciplined, your actions will reflect that. You'll sabotage yourself without even realizing it. But if you believe that you are a powerful, disciplined, and unstoppable force, you will act accordingly. This is why most people relapse into old habits. They work hard for a few days, but deep down they still see themselves as the same person. So they slowly slip back into their old ways. If you want to make your transformation permanent, you must destroy your old identity. You must completely remove the option of going back. Stoic principle: you become what you do every day. The Stoics believed that your habits define your destiny. Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This means that real change doesn't come from wanting to be different. It comes from acting differently every single day. If you want to become unrecognizable, you can't just think about it. You must prove it to yourself through action. Want to be disciplined? Start your day with structured routines, no matter how you feel. Want to be fearless? Face discomfort and do what scares you every single day. Want to be powerful? Stop allowing people and circumstances to control you. The more you live this way, the more your brain will accept it as your true nature. And once your identity shifts, your transformation becomes permanent. Dark psychology, the no-return mindset. If you want to make this permanent, you must eliminate the option of going back. In dark psychology, there's a concept called the no-return mindset. It states that when a person fully commits to an identity shift, they burn the mental bridges that would allow them to return to their old self. This is why people who survive near-death experiences often transform overnight. They don't just change. They become someone entirely new because they see no other option. You must do the same. The old you? He's gone. There is no backup plan, no going back. To solidify this transformation, you must remove everything that connects you to your past self. Unfollow people who drag you back into your old habits. Change your daily routine so it no longer resembles your old life. Destroy any excuses that keep you from stepping into your new identity. Your environment, habits, and mindset must all align with who you have now become. The 7-day lock-in challenge. For the next 7 days, you will cement this transformation into your identity. Day 1, write down, "I am a new person," and read it out loud every morning. Day 2, every time you catch an old habit creeping in, shut it down immediately. No excuses. Day 3, act as if you are already the most powerful version of yourself, because you are. Day 4, remove anything from your life that pulls you back into your old mindset. People, distractions, bad habits,